Alright guys, so we are here for the next stage of Super Battle Road completed. The new Super Battle Road stages, of course. Now, first thing I want to do state, this is essentially pre-recorded. What I did was, I beat all the stages the very first night it came out. After I finished my stream, basically I hit the record button while making my attempts through a lot of these stages. I was chilling in Discord talking with some of my homies. You know, Kabuki, my boy Kabuki's there. He's very clever. So, you know, occasionally I was running ideas off of him for stages I was having trouble with, like the extreme stage. The extreme stage is definitely the one stage I had the most difficulty with. So what I'm doing right now, I'm recording post commentary, right? Like the footage is already recorded. Now I'm just kind of like re-watching it and, you know, kind of explaining my ideas behind the team, what I was thinking, all my strategies, you know, that kind of stuff. So right off the bat, as you guys saw from my team, it's a very, very wonky team. Like, this is not like if someone doesn't know like how valuable Jaco and Chiaotzu are, just off the bat, like looking at the squad I'm using, like a normal person would be stunned, like, what is this? But this is the hero stage. Now, I think the hero and villain stages are incredibly difficult. The reason for this is because the Peppy Gal stage is scaled to the Peppy Gal's leader skill, right? What I mean by this is that you're not getting hit for like 100k on normals on the Peppy Gal category stage, like you are, you know, on the Shadow Dragon category stage or something like that, right? But here, the hero and villains, even though, you know, like a normal hero team is a double 120% lead, you know, like the old Super Battle Road, they were scaled to that. These fuckers in the hero and villain, like Super Battle Road stages, they're hitting you as though you have like a 150% category lead. So these two stages are very, very tricky. Now, the heroes, I thought, would actually turn out to be way easier because you have, like, the biggest cheat code fucking units around. We'll go over these guys right now. So here we go. My AGL Super Vegito is rainbowed. Like, I've heard many people, you know, Zenra, D-Free, down the line, have said that that AGL Super Vegito is timeless and will remain broken, like, for all time. Here you go. The fact that this guy reduces normal attack damage by 90% is a game changer because he doesn't take damage from these fuckers at all. Like, only if they super attack. As you guys saw, he just got super attacked for basically 300k, which is basically all of our life. But from the normal attacks, he's completely tanking them. So this is why I didn't mind rainbowing him, even though Physical Super Vegito exists. And Physical Super Vegito does not make the AGL Vegito irrelevant either, because Physical Super Vegito, he only reduces damage by 50%, whereas AGL Super Vegito, he reduces it by 80%, which is a big deal. As you can see, we were able to, okay, so we got some luck right there. I was able to kill Frieza, so even though we got supered for basically all of our life, we were able to survive. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is the next big unit I have to talk about here. I also am not really worried about any damage from any unit on the team, basically outside of the two Tech Vegito Blues. The only damage I'm getting on the team that I give a shit about is from the Tech Vegito Blues. Anything else is just extra. Like, I don't care about Super Vegito getting counters. I only care about him, like, reducing the damage, right? The counters is just a lucky bonus. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, he is another MVP here. He's only 55% in the dupe system for me. I have a dupe of him, but I did not actually open it up because I didn't need to. I was surprised. I figured I'd have to open up his bottom right path, but he's still able to tank damage regardless of that. I do think if your Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is rainbowed, even better, because you could get double supers for a chance to get a, like, double stun, because Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta does have a stun chance of 50% on its super attacks, which is helpful, because as you guys can see, like, we've already gotten 2 stuns from that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta already to this point. Also, I might have Super Vegito attack first here. He's not going to get a counter because Togoma is stunned, but the reason I do this is he will add a little bit of extra damage on his super attack to Tech Vegito Blue. And then, of course, since Tech Vegito Blue is going to super, you know, maybe as many as 4 times, at some point in this run, I believe I do get one of the Tech Vegito Blues to shoot off 4 super attacks, by the way. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the big reasons I was able to win, too. Okay, so we talked about AGL Super Vegito. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, just the way he's able to tank damage. He has Over and a Flash, so he links incredibly well with Tech Vegito Blue as well. Super Vegito, the AGL Super Vegito, ooh, 1,000,000 crit, that's so good. AGL Super Vegito, he doesn't have Over and a Flash, but he does have Fuse Fighter with Tech Vegito Blue, so you can utilize the 2 of them next to each other. Both Tech Vegito Blues, as you guys saw, are rainbowed in the dupe system. And look at this. Look at this. We actually got the Fusion Transformation. Now, that's a big deal because it is a full heal. I was stunned by this, that we actually, like, you can get the fucking transformation here. That's how difficult the hero and villain stages are. Like, well, really any of these category stages. So, Gogeta easily is going to get that 18-key super. I don't anticipate this fucker being able to survive. Once LR Gogeta comes out, really the biggest plus for the LR Gogeta or Super Vegito transformation on these stages, I mean, let's not even talk about how dominant they are once they come out, but the fact that it's a full heal, it's basically, you know, AGL Whis getting his ability off or something like that, is just so incredibly helpful. So here's Gogeta. I mean, 150% up to attack and defense. He's just going to absolutely eliminate shit. And we got another stun from Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, making this very, very easy. So as long as Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta gets his stuns, then we're able to block a lot of damage with AGL Super Vegito. And then, you know, Jaco and Chiaotzu are able to get some stuns off as well. As you guys can see, like, my whole team is built around defense. Defense is definitely the key for these new Super Battle World stages. And these stages take so long that you have Tech Vegito Blue. Eventually, his attack power does build up. Here, you're able to see how strong Tech Vegito Blue really can be. So that's why, like, I felt as though my strategy was pretty foolproof here. And, like, going through these stages, watching it back, like, it does work out very well. I think this is a strategy pretty much everyone could employ. Because LR Gogeta, I've got him on the team. He is rainbowed. I know that's a big deal, but he's not like the focal point of the team. As you guys see, I'm using him as a floater. Even after he transformed, I floated his ass off rotation. Like, he's not here to do incredible damage or to tank. I just felt as though he was the best physical option I could bring, mainly looking forward to him possibly getting transformations. Alright, so the reason I brought Jaco and Chiaotzu, as you guys can see, what Jaco and Chiaotzu do, there's always people who wonder, like, why are you bringing Jaco and Chiaotzu? Like, it's still, not everyone knows how godly they are, right? What they do is the first turn they appear in battle, only the first time, they have a 100% chance of stunning the entire enemy party. So, as you guys can see, every single one of those fuckers was stunned. They can't hit us. Now here, we don't have Jaco or Chiaotzu, so we actually, you know, I got to be very careful. I remember, I'm very nervous because Hit is around, and if Hit attacks Tech Vegito Blue, especially before he's able to super attack a couple times and build his defense, he's going to completely wash Tech Vegito Blue. I mean, you guys saw, AGL Super Vegito, he got super attacked, and he took basically 300k damage. Like, we got one-shotted, essentially. So, Tech Vegito Blue is not going to be able to survive hits from Hit. It's just not going to happen. So, my goal right here, I'm trying to reduce their numbers. That's why I'm basically all focusing on Frost. I made a little bit of a mistake because I wasn't completely mindful of my Dokkan attack. If I was, I definitely would have spread some of this damage out because we're going to get a Dokkan attack, I believe, on the next rotation. And that's going to be pretty good. Now, here's the thing. Ideally, I would have been able to get the Dokkan attack with LR Gogeta, too. I would break my rotations to get LR Gogeta Dokkan attack because he definitely would hit the hardest. Ooh. See, this is another reason I was able to win right here, is because LR Gogeta took 75% of Hit's health right there, which is so fucking big. But his Dokkan attack, LR Gogeta's Dokkan attack, would be insanity. So we are going to get one here with Tech Vegito Blue. He hasn't been able to build up his passive that much, so a lot of these fuckers definitely are surviving. As you guys can see, I do kind of rotate where Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta hits, because I try and stun these fuckers as much as possible. You know, different enemies. It's all about taking as little damage and as the least amount of hits you could possibly take, because any random hit could be a super attack on the wrong unit and you instantly die. The run is over. So you have to be very, very cautious here. So the reason I use Jaco, again, Jaco and Chiaotzu, first turn they appear, 100% chance to stun. But that is the only thing they really can bring to the team. If they get super attacked, it's probably an instant game over. I'm sure both Chiaotzu and Jaco, if they got supered, it would deal more damage than, like, it would do like 400k damage, I'm sure, because they're only SR cards. They don't have access to the hidden potential system at all, so we would get absolutely just obliterated, destroyed, mollywopped, anything you could say. They also don't have any possible attacking power whatsoever, so we don't have to worry about that. This actually worked out pretty good here, because Hit is stunned, so I don't have to worry about damage from him. But at the same time, looking at it, Kabe, if Kabe supers Super Vegito, that's going to be an instant run. So that's why I'm aiming my attacks right there at Kabe. And then it's kind of like, all right, let's just take the risk. Because we have a lot of items still left, and like we're about to move on to the last fight. The one thing about the new Super Battle World stages that is such a breath of fresh air is, like, because there's only the 3 stages, like, you know, once you feel so comfortable once you get a Dokkan attack off, or once you're about to move into that final stage, like, it's like, okay, you know, you go all out using all of your items and everything. There's nothing you have to save up for, because you're moving on to that last stage. We got a crit from Tech Vegito Blue taking out Kabe, so we don't have to worry about that. And just a normal right there. Did we get a? Okay, no. Okay, so that goes over Jaco and Chiaotzu, why they're on the team. We went over Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. We went over Super Vegito. So that leaves us to LR Gogeta. Now, the thing about LR Gogeta, I've already talked about him a little bit. We already did see a transformation. He's here specifically because I felt as though he was the best physical type unit I could have brought. Like, I'll open up my box right now, looking at it. Of the physical type units, he will fit the best on the team. I mean, there is, you know, units like LR Bardock and LR Trunks who could defend kind of well, but they're not going to link up at all with Tech Vegito Blue, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, some of these other units. So that's why I felt LR Gogeta was the best. Plus, of course, you know, I do have him rainbowed, so his defense and attacking power are nice. And that transformation. Get that transformation off, it is beautiful. I suppose one physical unit people probably think would do better than he actually would is Future Gohan. Future Gohan is not all he's cracked out to be. People say, like, oh, he reduces damage. It's like, he barely reduces damage. Future Gohan is not a defensive stalwart whatsoever, because every turn he's around, he does reduce damage by 10%, which is fine, but, like, you need an advantage. You need the defense at the start of the fight. You can't wait for defense to build up or you die, because a lot of these fights, you start the fight out against like 4 enemies. You can't wait for Future Gohan's defense to build up. You need to quickly take out like 1 or 2 of these fuckers, and then you could sort of take control. So Future Gohan, his abilities are actually pretty bad for Super Battle Road, I would say. So in terms of a physical type unit, like, it's LR Gogeta or bust. Super Saiyan 3 physical Gotenks hits hard, but like defense, it's all about defense. The only unit we need to worry about hitting hard really is Tech Vegito Blue here. Also, we got Jaco and Chiaotzu immediately at the start of this fight right here. So we were able to like really take off a lot of Rose's health, AGL Rose's health right here, before, you know, before these fuckers even got a chance to move. So this did work out. Now, another thing I do have to point out is you can use like a different team here. Like what I mean by this is you could use like a Realm of Gods team, because it's a hero stage. You could use any hero type unit. So you could use a Realm of Gods team, you could use a Patara team, you know, you could use a Fusion team. All of those work. The only thing is, you have to have a unit of every typing. That's the one problem. You still have to do that. Like, you can't bring, like, all tech units or something, right? Like, you can't bring, like, a super tech team. You have to be able to bring a unit of every single typing. So that's why I just went with this hero team, because I figured it's so defense heavy that it would completely work out to my benefit, right? Like, even though, you know, you could bring a Potara team, which would be fine, I thought just letting Super Vegito tank all the damage, Jaco and Chiaotzu do their work, plus Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, like, I'd be A-okay. And it did work out pretty good. Now, going through a lot of the other possible units you could use, I mean, since we're talking about all super types, there's a ton, right? But if you're going to go with a double tech Vegito Blue leader, he does so much damage. But I would strongly recommend you do this same sort of team build I do, where you go all defense outside of the tech Vegito Blues, because they'll be able to do enough damage by themselves, but a lot of the other over in a flash units aren't really defensive monsters, right? Look at, like, STR Super Saiyan God Goku, STR Gogeta, Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Int Gogeta. None of them are, like, defensive beasts, right? Like, I suppose you could use Ultra Instinct Goku, especially when he gets his transformation off here in Super Battle Road. That is very, very helpful. I don't know about Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. I did not test him out on any of these stages. I didn't use him even once on any of the new stages, because the Super Saiyan 3 category team was not one of the stages that was here. Another place where Super Saiyan 3 Bardock probably would be really good would be a Pure Saiyan category team as well, and that also was not here. I suppose I could have tested him out on the Revived Warrior team, the Resurrected Warrior team, where he might have been pretty good, but I just didn't really get a chance to use him. I think Super Saiyan 3 Bardock probably would be pretty solid. It's just you would need him to super attack first. He's got to super attack first before he's able to like actually have any sort of defensive viability or anything like that, right? That's the only problem with Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. A lot of the LRs, even though they're incredibly powerful, like, just in terms of, like, the way they're going to mesh up with the team, would hurt them, like, in this stage. Like, you know, let's look at a random LR, right? Like, LR Trunks and Goten. They're fine, but, like, they don't really defend as much as you would like, right? Like, this is another reason why in a lot of these stages, I actually shied away from LR Broly. You know, LR Broly is great with his AoE attacks, but, like, that's not as important as defense. So I barely used LR Broly at all, and a lot of runs where I actually lost was because I was using LR Broly. Like, if he gets super attacked, you're done. Like, even Rainbow, like, if he gets hit, you're fucked. In these new Super Battle Road stages, the Extreme Z-Awaken Broly, he really might be a better option. Like, that might be a video I might make. I might Rainbow the Extreme Z-Awaken Broly, and then do a video comparing the two on the new stages of Super Battle Road, because, okay, here it was. I knew at one point I got the 4 super attack. Did you guys just see what Tech Vegito Blue did right there? Yo! He completely just ended that shit. That was insane. When that happened, I knew, like, it was over. It was done at that point. You start getting, like, this fucker does, like, 4 crit supers, and, like, his attack stat starts getting to, like, 2 million and above. Son, it's too much. And it's so helpful, too, because every time Vegito Blue does super attack, he is raising his defense. Wow, 57k? We have a Princess Snake active. We've supered a ton of times, and it still did that much damage. That's why Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta was so vital here. Like, you badly needed him to stun that Zamasu to really have a significant chance. Last thing, I would say LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I didn't really test him out, but I'm sure him and the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku probably would work pretty good here, because they both have a pretty high defense. So that is something I would consider. I've heard of people beating this stage with the Potara team. They use, like, a Potara team, just making sure to, you know, select one of every typing, right? They just didn't use any Goku Black or Zamasu cards. So I know the hero and villain stages, there are many ways you could beat them. This overly defensive, relying on Tech Vegito Blue, just happened to be the strategy that I employed here. But all right, guys, there is the hero stage down, and I will see you guys next time for the next of the new Super Battle Road stages done.